Welcome to On Your Side, the Home Edition. I'm Susan Campbell. You don't find a lot of waterfront property here in the desert, so it's tough to beat a home in Gilbert with 240-degree lake views. But first, how should you stage your home to really attract a buyer? I sat down with Realtor Lori Ryland. Lori, thank you so much for having us into this beautiful listing. This one just went under contract pretty quickly.
Yep, actually less than a week, which we love that when we're able to get it done quickly for our clients.
So first thing I noticed, I walked in, I didn't really see any super personal touches. No family photos on the wall. That was by design. By design.
You sell a home differently than you live in a home. So we ask our clients to remove personal photos, magnets from the refrigerator, any dog beds, things like that don't quite go with what a model home would look like.
You've been doing this for a bunch of years in the West Valley. You must have some kind of nightmare stories about walking into a client's home and figuring out, oh my goodness, how are we going to get this place ready to go, ready to hit the market?
Probably our biggest hurdle is when we get somebody with a lot of clutter. I won't say hoarder homes, but we've seen hoarder homes, but for the most part, a lot of people have gathered items that are near and dear to them their entire lives, and it's everywhere. So a lot of what we do is just helping people clear the clutter and make the home show as well as it possibly can.
Tell me about those conversations.
Sometimes it's difficult. You obviously have to tread lightly. You don't want to insult anybody about their home. One of the things that I always tell my clients is, look, you live differently in a home than you sell a home. We want to eliminate a lot of those personal effects that might not appeal to the average public. So most people are pretty accommodating. Most people are willing to work with us to make the home look as good as possible.
I remember when my mom and dad were selling their house, the realtor asked my mom to remove a rocking chair. And that was a really big deal for her because it was a rocking chair she loved. She remembered rocking me and rocking my brother when we were little babies. And she really struggled with just taking it out of the room for that very small time period when the house was on the market. Do you find that happens a lot?
Yeah, a little bit. It's, especially if there's religious type things on the walls, and sometimes people will really take offense that you've told them, hey, I think we should take that down. So you have to be very careful and tread lightly. My favorite homes to list are the ones where they've actually done an estate sale ahead of time, and they leave the home for us vacant, and we go in and we put in modern furnishings and paintings and stage it from bottom to top.
What are the things that people are looking for when buyers walk into the house? What do they actually want to see?
Well, you want the home to be clean, clear, light, and bright. A lot of times people will have dark shades pulled and no lighting. And as we get older, it's hard to see. So if I'm selling in an active adult community, I don't want to show a dark house. So a lot of times we'll bring in additional lighting to make the home look light and bright. We'll lighten up the furnishings. We'll lighten up the floor coverings, just whatever we can do to make it look bright.
So walk me through this house a little bit. What are the things you did? You stage houses for your clients. What are some of the things you brought in, and what are some of the things you got out of this house?
Well, in this particular home, we just took out a lot of things that just didn't look like they belonged. We took out some Southwestern art that didn't quite go with the luxury vinyl plank and gray cabinets and granite countertops. I brought in the rug. I brought in some paintings. Pillows to color coordinate. We just want it to feel really good when people walk into the home.
How much does it cost to stage a home?
If you're paying a professional stager, probably run about $3,500 to $4,500 to stage a home fully. I do a lot more of working with their own things, their own sofas, their own chairs, and then just eliminating things that don't belong and bringing in touches of color that make the photos show a lot better.
Is there a price point where it doesn't make sense to stage a home?
If it's a complete fixer-upper, where it's going to be a wholesaler that buys it or somebody that comes in, sometimes that doesn't make sense to stage. But in my opinion, staging the home makes them sell quicker, it makes them sell for more money. The average person just has a really hard time visualizing what a home should look like if there's too much stuff in it or if the rooms are empty. So we feel like it makes a big difference.
Does it matter what kind of quality of stuff you stage the home with? I mean, do you need super high-end, nice furnishings to make the staging pop?
Actually, it's kind of the opposite. What we do is we bring in undersized furniture to make the rooms look bigger. Most of the furnishings that we buy are inexpensive, lightweight. They might be an imitation of something at Pottery Barn or somewhere expensive. But the key for us is we're moving it in and out all of the time, so they have to be light, they have to be small. And that makes the rooms look bigger, it makes the house show better.
If I only have a budget for maybe 1 or 2 rooms, what should I focus my staging budget on?
The living, dining, like the main areas of the home where somebody walks in. People buy homes off of emotion. You know, everybody thinks that people buy homes because it has this, it's an analytical process. It's the feel you get when you walk into the home that sells the home.
How about the outside? Do we need to do work staging the outside of a house?
Well, certainly if the landscaping needs trimmed, you're going to want to have the landscaping trimmed and cleaned up. If the front entry door, sometimes they'll be a little grimy, you know, we'll wash those, clean those up, squirt off the back patio. And again, it's just moving anything that doesn't really quite belong out of the way. Sometimes we'll come into a home and they'll have a wheelbarrow and a shovel and sitting in the backyard. You know, we're going to move that out of the way for our photos.
What do we do with all this stuff when we do move it out of the way?
I usually tell people to go ahead and pile it in the garage. Most people aren't buying a house because of the garage. So we'll usually take a space in the garage, or in the event that there's way too much stuff, then we would recommend a storage unit. Some homes, people are better off just moving first and letting us come in and start from scratch with staging. Others, we can work with their personal belongings and make it look really good.
What is a personal belonging that you've worked with before that you're like, oh my gosh, I wish every single homeowner had this. This makes the house feel homey, but not too personal?
Gosh, that's a great question. I would say light colored furniture, smaller furniture, things like that we can work with really easily. And the more updated the home is, the better it shows.
How about virtual staging? I know if you flip through any kind of listing, there are a lot of photos that, you know, some are pretty obvious that this is not real furniture. Some are pretty good and you can't quite tell. Is virtual staging ever valuable?
I think it's certainly valuable if you don't have the resources to stage a home. My personal issue with virtual staging is I'll have a client that will bring me a listing and say, well, I really want to look at this. And it looks great with the virtual staging in it, but then we go out to the actual house and it doesn't look like that at all. And again, like I said, the average person just really can't visualize. And I think that's what sets real staging apart from virtual staging. When they walk in, they're getting that feel for what the house.
Yeah, that would be a huge letdown if you're expecting one vibe and you walk in and there's nothing.
Right, right. Because a lot of times that virtual staging is designed to hide dirty carpeting, or but then you walk in and there's that dirty carpeting, so it's not doing them any favors, in my opinion. I recommend all my clients, if there's carpeting in the house, before we go on the market, we're cleaning the carpets, we're doing the windows, we're having it professionally cleaned if it needs to be. Sometimes I get lucky, like these folks, I didn't have to do any of that. Their home was perfect when I moved in. It was really just tweaking some of the artwork and things like that.
Okay, so we want to put our house on the market. We know we're maybe a few months out from the sale, maybe even 6 months, a year. How soon do we need to start talking with a real estate agent to get ready for this process?
Well, for me, I like going in a few months in advance and giving people plenty of time to do what it needs to do. Some homes might need painted. That's a simple fix. It's like the cheapest thing that you can do to make a big difference on a house. So let's get the home painted. Let's get the estate sale planned. Let's rent the storage. Let's figure out what we're doing ahead of time and make a plan. I think that's always good advice.
Lori, you have given us so much good stuff to think about. Thank you so much for your expertise.
Oh, thank you for having me. This has been fun.
When we come back, we'll take you to the Waterfront in Gilbert. This is a gorgeous entrance.
Yes.
Soaring ceilings.
Absolutely. Welcome to 1502 East Treasure Cove. So
we're in Gilbert.
yes, Gilbert, Arizona, and we're on waterfront property.
You don't find that every day in the desert.
No, you don't.
So we see the waterfront the
Yes.
second we walk in. We open the front
Yes.
door and it is right there.
Absolutely. Entertainer's delight, 311 linear feet of a backyard, which is beautiful. And at nighttime, the skies are gorgeous.
How do you get so much waterfront? This is double lot?
It is a double lot and it's on a corner, which is incredible.
Lake lover's dream.
Yes.
Water lover's dream.
Yes, absolutely. Entertainer's delight. I definitely say anybody who has a large family and wants to entertain, this is the
Right
spot.
here.
Yes.
How many square feet are we talking about
So
here?
it's over 7,000. It's 7,255 square feet. And it is a 7-bedroom, 8.5 bathrooms.
Lots of space.
Lots of space, lots of en-suites for family members, friends to come and stay too.
Are all the bedrooms upstairs?
Actually, there's 2 downstairs, there's 2 en-suites, and then there are 4 bedrooms upstairs.
2 en-suites is unique.
Yes, so we actually, each bedroom has its own bathroom, which is really nice. This is the primary.
And the view
And the
again.
view is incredible.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So you have the view of the lake, and what is incredible about this particular primary is you have a projector screen that can come down so you can watch TV, and then you can put your bed right here with your night lamps, and then you can see the lake on the outside.
This is what you wake up to every morning.
Yes, so this is an incredible view for people.
That's a huge screen too.
It is definitely big, so.
I want to watch a movie here. This sounds fun. Oh, and there's a projector right up there.
You have your projector right here. You also have a custom closet, which is really nice. So
plenty of space.
plenty of space to put your items in here. Jewelry, ties, everything, can go in here. And then you have obviously a lot of space in here as well.
And a beautiful bathroom.
And a
right
beautiful
across.
bathroom. It has tile that goes to the ceiling, a standalone tub, and a walk-in shower.
I love the tile to the ceiling. That feels very custom.
Yes, it is beautiful. So they remodeled this home and they put so many neat touches on it as well.
When did the remodel happen?
Back in the 2018 timeframe.
Pretty
So
recent.
pretty recent, yes.
All the most modern amenities.
Yes.
All right, where are we headed to next?
Okay, so now we're gonna go on your right-hand side. There are 3 additional bedrooms and bathrooms. This home also has an elevator that you can take, which is right here. You just call the button and then you can go up and down.
That's fun.
Absolutely.
How many people can fit in that at a time?
We've tried it out maybe 2,
Okay.
2 or 3.
We won't try any more than that.
So here is one of the bedrooms. Obviously shutters throughout the home, and you have bathrooms that have been beautifully remodeled. Again, they carried tile to the top, designer flooring. You have your herringbone tile throughout the bedrooms up here as well, which is really nice.
The pattern on the floor is really beautiful. That herringbone feels so classic.
Yes, it is incredible.
And a water view from this bedroom.
And you have a water view from this bedroom. So as you come over to these other bedrooms, you actually have so you have another view over here and another view over here, but this one is actually this faces the street, but the other one actually faces the water as well.
And it's a beautiful cul-de-sac, so it's very
Yes.
private. It's a gated community.
Gated community, which is really nice. As you can see, they went with very modern tile. Again, tile to the top. And then in here, I really love this bedroom because you get an incredible view as well.
Whoa.
Yes.
This
so,
is beautiful.
So you can see the beauty of the lake, which is
So peaceful.
It is so peaceful.
And the property line goes all the way.
It goes all the
That
way
way.
around. Yes, absolutely.
So you're the whole property line,
So the
waterfront, the
whole-
whole way around.
311 linear feet, which is quite a bit. So,
Absolutely amazing.
yes. It's just a beautiful view.
And I love the updated fixtures.
You have the updated
ceiling
fixtures.
fan is just very modern, kind
Yes.
of sleek.
Yes, and you have the modern finish when it comes to this. You have the flat edges, which is really nice.
You never find that in Arizona.
You don't.
This is like, I love this.
Yes,
I want this.
You and me both. It's more of the textured in most homes, so.
And an absolutely beautiful, great size bathroom.
Yes, a wonderful bathroom. So really, you could turn any of these into a smaller primary bedroom and bathroom as well, but obviously the big one is with the gorgeous view that overlooks the lake. So.
Absolutely. Okay, lots more to see. We have to
Okay.
keep going on this tour. So we have so much more to check out.
Yes, absolutely.
We're gonna get downstairs with the elevator.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, show me this thing.
All right. So you just hit the call button and you actually open it up, and then you have the elevator.
Our own personal elevator.
Yep. And this will take you down to the first floor.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna close this up, and then we are going to meet you downstairs.
All right. That
Thank
was easy.
you.
Fun.
Absolutely.
All right, what's next?
So why don't we actually go towards the kitchen area?
Yes.
So the kitchen, when they originally bought the home, was actually in this location over here.
Okay.
However, they decided to move it. Since this is really an entertainer's home, we wanted the space to feel entertaining-like.
Okay.
So this is now the dining area, and as you can see, you can have benches or little club chairs over in that area to overlook and have a dining space over there too, which is really,
And more beautiful fixtures.
and more beautiful fixtures. You got it.
What is this?
So you have a humidor, and it's a wine area. So for your wine collection or your cigars, you have a place where it can be cooled. So
custom.
custom, yes, you got
Absolutely
it.
incredible, amazing
Yes.
view. And then the kitchen is
The kitchen
easy
is
walk across the hall.
Easy walk across the hall. And what's so nice is that you have your quartz countertops. This was remodeled. You have your Sub-Zero appliances. You have your Wolf appliances. So you have Wolf over here, you have Sub-Zero here. And in the back, there's actually a little caterer's area where you have additional Sub-Zero, when you have parties and things like that. So
Are buyers at this price point looking for appliances that are this kind of high end?
Absolutely. So Wolf appliances and Sub-Zero in this type of price point, 3.475. This is something that you would see most likely.
Show me this fridge.
Absolutely.
This is huge.
So, yes.
Wow. So much space.
Yes.
I guess you need it for all the parties outside, right?
Yes.
And then a little eat-in area, which is
Yes.
very comfortable.
So this is a nice area, just if you're relaxing, you want to watch some TV actually as you're cutting up those vegetables. You have the TV in here too. So nice additional space. And then you actually have the pop outs, which will open these up, which is really nice. Soft closing drawers, which is nice as well. So just some extra features to the home.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yes. Storage, and here's
More storage.
more storage over here. So you have more storage
That's
in
a
here.
nice storage space.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I feel like in Gilbert, a lot of times
You don't
get
necessarily-
a ton of space.
Yes.
So to have this kind of climate controlled area where we're not trying to pile bins in
Yes.
the garage
Abs-
feels really good.
Absolutely, which is really nice. I will show you one more thing that goes along with the kitchen. So in here, this is for any catering that you might have.
Oh.
So you have your Sub-Zero refrigerators out here as well, which is really nice.
So when we are having the parties in this beautiful backyard, we have plenty of space.
We have plenty of space
to keep all of our food and
Yes.
drinks ready to go.
You got it. So, okay,
A
let's
good
go.
sized laundry room.
Yes, absolutely.
Coming up, we'll take you outside to see the giant waterfront patio.
So we are back inside.
Awesome.
So much more to see still.
Yes.
This house just keeps going and
It
going
does.
and going.
And it gets so much better. So we actually have a movie room right here, which is fantastic.
Ooh.
And as you can see, currently there's a movie playing, but if you want to turn on the light to see, well, if the light turns on, there we go. There we go. So
This looks like the place to be. Oh my goodness.
yes, absolutely. So you have your chairs,
So
you have your
cozy.
step up. It's so incredible. It's a great movie room.
Absolutely huge screen
Yes,
and just so relaxing.
absolutely.
I'm a fan.
Me too.
How many seats are this? Okay, 1, 2, 3,
So
4,
you
5,
have-
6, 7.
You have 7 seats,
Plus
and then you
this
have
one.
the big love sack down here.
I
So-
love it. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'd leave. Well, I would to go out to the lake, I guess. I love it all. That wasn't very graceful getting up.
Then in here you have your exercise room, which overlooks the lake, which is incredible.
That's beautiful too.
Yes. So this home really, not only is it about entertaining, but it's also about enjoying every room for every view, which is incredible.
Well, it's very, you can tell there was so much thought that went into
Absolutely.
what kind of experience you were going to have and where the
Yes.
space was going to lead.
Absolutely. In here, you actually have the game room. So you have the cascading door that goes that way. You have a door that goes out that way, and those are retractable. So you can see the lake as well.
Oh, wow.
Which is really nice. So if you want to have game night, poker night with your friends, this is definitely the place to do
And you
it.
can just open that up and get the Arizona beautiful weather.
Yes, absolutely.
We're kind of back to the center
You're
of the
back
house.
to the center of the house.
And now we can keep going
And
this
now
way.
we're gonna go to this space. So in here you have your home office, which again, they're carrying the herringbone tile look throughout, which is really nice along with your beadboard.
And this is beautiful.
Yes, they
Just such a nice touch.
such a nice touch that they did. So in here, we have 2 other bedrooms. And again, these are en suites. So you have a bedroom and a bathroom and a private closet. But this one I love because you have a view of the actual lake.
And this is separate from everything else really in
Yes.
the house. So this is such a perfect guest space.
area. This is absolutely the perfect retreat for guests. And then you have your closets here and you have your bathroom with your shower here, which again, they carried the tile to the top, which is fantastic.
Those tiles are beautiful. I really like those.
Yes.
So pretty. So this just one more bedroom in this area.
One more bedroom. And again,
And that's
carrying-
a different bathroom.
and that's a different
This
bathroom.
house just keeps going and
It does.
going.
Yes, so for every bedroom you have a bathroom, which is really nice.
And this is a great size too. Like this is
Yes.
a very big guest shower.
It's a very large guest shower, which is incredible. So,
and the rain shower.
and you have the rain head shower. And again, the tile carries up to the top.
The center of the house, absolutely
Yes.
incredible. This is living area. I mean, I'm imagining couch, cozy area by the fireplace over here, maybe a little bit grander sitting area here.
Absolutely.
Maybe somebody plays piano.
That could be it too.
Right?
Absolutely.
But then the showstopper.
The outside is incredible and definitely what I believe might be the right fit for whomever decides to buy the home. We have a pool, we have a spa, we have an outdoor kitchen area, and we have a fire pit. You can see the boat over there with the boat dock. The lot size is grand. So
This is an entertainer's pool. We
Yes.
have the seating in the pool.
yes, absolutely.
This is just, you can picture how much fun you
Yes.
can have here.
Absolutely.
So show me, I mean, we have to get kind of the idea of how big this property actually
Yes.
is, because the double lot
Absolutely.
is what makes it so special.
So attractive, so amazing. So if you look over here, it actually goes past those trees just a little bit on that side. and then you're gonna wrap around all the way to where that fencing line is for the white fence. So you have a very large footprint in this community and in this lot.
And the boat dock, so you can
And the boat dock.
put your boat right up there,
Yep.
maybe a kayak, whatever
Absolutely.
you love doing out
Whatever
on the
you
lake.
love doing out on the lake, you got it.
This pool is also huge.
It's massive. You could swim laps in it if you want. Or you could just have the swim up bar and enjoy yourself with that too.
Both, let's do both.
Yes, well, we can do both.
Hot tub
You have your hot tub here.
and an outdoor grill area.
The outdoor grill area, what's really nice is that you have fans, you have misters, and you have heat lamps over there, along with the sunshades that will go down when it's, 100 degrees in
You
the summer.
can enjoy for most of the year outside if you want.
Yeah, you certainly
Maybe
can.
not the 118
Maybe not
degree
that.
day, but
Maybe
like
not
everything
that.
else, right?
But certainly can enjoy it, absolutely. And then you have your fire pit in the middle to enjoy yourself on those Arizona cool evenings. While they might be rare, they do come every now and then.
Thanks for watching The Home Edition. Each week, we'll bring you the very best of Arizona real estate with important conversations about buying and selling and home tours you have to see to believe. I'm Susan Campbell.